Guys, we are discussing Gears Reloaded. I've got to just nip and do some food shopping. I'll turn this radio down. I just got to nip and do some food shopping. And obviously, I've read some of the comments from my take on the launch. And I just thought, yeah, we'll just chat about Gears for 10 minutes. So, the main problem seems to be, bear in mind, guys, I'm full of a chest infection. You can see in the other video. I'm just deal with it, right? The main problem seems to be of, oh, waha, boo-hoo. Oh, boo-hoo. You're not allowed to play with console players. Womp, womp. Yeah, that's not really the point, mate. That's really not the point. I wouldn't be playing the game anyway, so it's not about me. My channel, since the start, has always been about, helping you, the Gears community, and actually, looking out for you. And I think it's pretty shitty consumer practice that they're basically saying, hey, come and play with PlayStation players, come and play with Xbox players. Let's get the OG times back together, lads. And then they're also saying in the same breath, yeah, but you can just turn off the crossplay like it's nothing. I'm just going to pull up here and just sort this camera out. Right, we'll leave you like that. You're just going to have to deal with the angle as we are on the road. There is somebody behind me. And look, I like Gears of War, mate, but some of the comments you guys are saying are ridiculous, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. I had a comment from a guy, and you can see stats on the YouTube page. He left 98 comments on my channel. So he's probably seen over hundreds of videos. And the comment he left was womp womp. Well, number one, I'm not going to be playing the game anyway. And number two, that's not really the point, is it? The point isn't, oh, womp womp PC players. The point is, womp womp TC don't seem to have learned. That's the main point. Why did Gears UE die on PC? Because you couldn't play against anybody and the servers were shit. And TC have a history of just dropping all bloody support on the game like that. And the way I've seen this game is a pig with lipstick. They've got UE, they've tarted it up a bit, right? And they're basically saying this will tide them over until E-Day, which for a lot of you is totally fine, and that's totally fine. Games don't have to last forever, right? But the way I'm looking at this product is it seems disposable. That's how it seems to me, so I'm just telling you. You've got these people hyping it up, paid Twitch streamers and all this, and I've seen them, and they're like, yeah, I'm just going to get the gameplays out, I'm going to smash this game for a few months, and then when E-Day comes out, then we'll swap over to that. And that's what this game is. It's designed to get PlayStation players playing the game, and that's cool and that's great. And I'm actually really pleased that PlayStation players get to play a franchise that I like. But when I read comments like, you're lucky this game even came to PC, this is a console game. Bro, I was playing Gears of War 1 on PC nearly fucking 20 years ago. Are you aware that the game quite literally came in a box and was like, hey, here's the game on PC. This is the engine we built it in. But it's kind of fucking broken, so don't expect to make anything too cool, but we thought we'd give you the whole game and engine, and off you go. Like, the game has been made for Windows PC since the dawn of time. Ah, poor little dead bird in the road there. That's a shame. And, I'm not trying to hate on TC. I'm genuinely not. But it just seems like they haven't learned, have they? Because the game died originally on PC because there was a very, very small player base. And you might say, well, I don't care. I don't care about PC. Well, if you don't care about PC, then that's absolutely fine. But just as a consumer, it's pretty shitty, isn't it, when you end up buying a product and very quickly it dies off? Because, look, I've been there. Quite a few people will turn off crossplay, and the community will probably tell them to turn off crossplay, and very quickly you're going to end up playing against the same old stacks, the same old boring people every single game, and it's just going to quickly die off, especially with Reloaded and stuff like that. So I think just not having the forced crossplay is kind of ridiculous because PC is so small. And if your argument is, oh well, it's full of hackers, well, take your issue up with TC. Because there are a lot of PC players that like to play in higher frame rates on a big comfy setup with a controller. They don't cheat, right? But they clearly have a massive problem. I mean, bloody hell, you could even get into the beta really by just injecting a file. Like, this is clearly like, you know, something's gone wrong, if you know what I mean. And they're just I'm not going to say they're incompetent, because cheats are in every single game. But my God, like, don't blame the actual legit PC players when it's a bunch of idiots running around hacking. And frankly, it's such a small amount. I mean, it's such a small amount of people that even play PC in the first place. So, you know, just people leaving comments saying, womp womp, you're upset. Well, I'm not going to play the game anyway. But I've actually watched the game, and the game looks visually totally different than what I would like, and I just don't like the whole paint.net kill feed, you know, the coloured gun skins. I don't care what people say, I know it's part of the game these days, but you know, I know it's part of the game and all of that, but you know, come on man, like, at some point, like, are we doing a remake? What are we doing? And I know I'm rambling a bit here, but sorry, there's just a bit of an awkward spot there. But like, sometimes, man, you get people leaving these comments that want to come on your channel and insult you and just be a dick. Insult the way you look, insult your intelligence, insult all of this stuff. When actually I'm trying to help. I'm trying to say, if you're a PC player, and that's your vibe, then you might not actually enjoy it as much as you think you enjoy it, because there's some fundamental things popping up with the game that maybe weren't quite as obvious in the marketing as it has become obvious now. Like, it's very obvious now that the PC is just another afterthought, and that's cool if you're a console player and you just want to vibe it out. But these massive content creators that are hyping the game and playing UE, it's just for money, bro. It is just for money, you know. That's all it is, you know. And I know that's the reality of life, and you know, not everybody can be perfect and blah blah blah. But honestly, sometimes, man, just like, drop the bloody whatever you want to call it, you know. Just drop it a little bit and look out for people. The reason I made that video wasn't particularly that I'm going to lose my entire life over the fact that Gears of War is pretty bad on PC. You know, I'm not going to... That's not why I made the video. I made the video because you might have been unaware, right? And I think, you know, my duty as a person with a bit of a Gears of War channel at some point is to let you guys know, hey, if you're just in it purely for PC and you're about to spend 40 quid, number one, you're going to be forced to use the Xbox app and be forced to use the bloody terrible Microsoft interaction to invite your friends. That might actually put people off, so I'm telling you. And number two, there's a high probability that the game dies quickly on PC because of the issues like the app being absolutely terrible and being forced to use it, and the fact that you can turn off crossplay. So personally, I'm not playing the game, and it really doesn't bother me that much. Like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's a nice product to get people to play Gears, and it ain't that deep. Like, don't worry, I'm not deep in it. It's not that deep. I'm not crying about it. But I just thought I'd voice my thoughts and say, hey, just be careful when you're watching these absolute YouTube shills and Twitch shills because, you know, also, side note, I've seen people asking, like, is it center screen shooting? Is it center screen shooting? Why don't they add this? Why don't they add that? It's a remaster, mate. They're not gonna, they're not gonna, and they're not gonna, or not should change the bloody mechanics of the entire game. Oh, it should be like the Gears 3 shotgun. It should be like the Gears 2 shotgun. Mate, it's a remake for mostly, let's be honest, right? I know everybody loves multiplayer, and maybe PlayStation guys jump on it and revive it the way we initially created the game, if that makes sense. Maybe PlayStation players get super into the multiplayer and it pops off. Awesome. But most people are just going to play the campaign because they've never got to play Gears before. And that's what it is. And I don't expect a crazy amount of updates or content for this game. It's just an appeaser, an appetizer. So if you want to sit there and insult my looks and you want to sit there and insult my channel, that's fine. But when you've watched hundreds of videos and left hundreds of comments, at least have a little bit of common decency to understand that I'm not playing the game anyway. So I'm not going to lose any sleep over this. But I'm just informing my viewers to help them make a better purchase of the product. Okay. I hope you enjoy Reloaded, and I hope it is fantastic, and I hope PlayStation make it massive, because I love Gears of War. But I'm just giving you my honest thoughts, rather than uploading a hacked version of the game, calling it gameplay, and then when you open up the video, it's actually somebody walking around the map. Anyway, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's bloody hot. It's bloody hot.